Welcome, adventurers, to our epic storytelling realm. Here, we dive into legendary tales, mythical creatures, and unforgettable heroes. Each week, we explore stories that ignite the imagination and transport you to worlds beyond your wildest dreams. So, gather round, unleash your inner hero, and let the adventure begin. Don't forget to subscribe for your front row seat to the extraordinary. The Anderson family stood in front of their new home, a charming old Victorian nestled on the edge of a sprawling wooded property. Sunlight filtered through the trees, casting dappled shadows on the worn wooden porch. Jessica, the mother, felt a flutter of excitement mixed with anxiety. "It's perfect, don't you think?" she said, turning to her husband, Mark. Mark shrugged, a smile creeping across his face. "It's got character, that's for sure. Just needs a little love." He ruffled the hair of their son, Danny, who was peering curiously into the depths of the yard. "Can we explore the woods?" Danny asked, his eyes sparkling with adventure. "After we unload the car," Jessica replied, glancing at their daughter Lily, who was carefully inspecting a flower bed. "You can look around, but stay close." As they began unloading boxes, a flicker of movement caught Mark's eye. Beyond the trees, he noticed what appeared to be the roof of an old farmhouse peeking through the foliage. Curiosity piqued. He made a mental note to investigate later. After a long day of unpacking, the family gathered around a simple dinner. Over plates of spaghetti, Mark shared his discovery of the hidden farmhouse. "Let's go check it out tomorrow," he suggested, glancing at his kids. Danny was already bouncing in his seat, enthusiasm palpable. Lily, however, frowned. "What if it's haunted?" she asked, her voice tinged with concern. "Then we'll just have to be brave," Mark teased, and the tension lifted as the kids laughed. Jessica, though, felt a strange unease. She couldn't shake the feeling that they were not alone in their new home. The following morning, the family set out to find the farmhouse. They pushed through the thick underbrush, the air rich with the scent of damp earth and leaves. After a few minutes of searching, they stumbled upon a clearing, revealing the farmhouse, weathered and overgrown, yet somehow enchanting. "Wow, it's like a fairy tale," Danny exclaimed, running ahead. Jessica and Mark exchanged glances, both intrigued and wary. The door creaked open as they approached, revealing a dusty interior filled with cobwebs. Old furniture lay strewn about, and a sense of history permeated the air. "Look," Lily pointed to a staircase leading down to a dark cellar. "Can we go down?" Mark hesitated but finally nodded. "Just a quick look, stay close." As they descended, the air grew cooler and the light dimmer. At the bottom, they discovered a small room with odd symbols etched into the walls. In the center stood a stone pedestal, upon which rested a circular mirror framed in twisted vines. "What do you think it is?" Danny asked, stepping closer. Before anyone could respond, the mirror shimmered, and a soft humming filled the air. The room vibrated with an energy that made the hairs on the back of Jessica's neck stand on end. "I don't like this," Jessica said, instinctively stepping back. "Mom, it's just a mirror," Danny protested. But Mark was already reaching out to touch the surface. "Wait," Jessica called. But it was too late. Mark's fingers grazed the glass, and suddenly, the room exploded with light. The family shielded their eyes. When they opened them again, everything was different. The walls of the cellar were gone, replaced by a vibrant landscape that felt both familiar and alien. The sky was a swirling mix of colors, and the ground beneath their feet shimmered like liquid glass. "Where are we?" Lily whispered, her eyes wide with awe. "Some kind of alternate world?" Mark suggested, glancing around. But something felt off. Everything seemed to happen in reverse. Birds flew backward and leaves fluttered up into the trees instead of falling. "What if we can't go back?" Danny's voice trembled with fear. Jessica took a deep breath. "We have to find a way. Let's explore, but stay together." As they ventured into this new world, they encountered bizarre versions of their everyday life. People walked backward, their conversations reversing in time. A bakery they stumbled upon served pastries that, when taken, would return to the oven. Days turned into weeks as the Andersons navigated this strange reality. They began to notice that every time they made a choice, the outcome would lead them deeper into this reversed world. They learned to adapt, speaking slowly and deliberately to avoid confusion. During their explorations, they discovered a small village where the inhabitants welcomed them with open arms. "You're not from here," an old woman said, her eyes sparkling with mischief. "You must have come through the portal." "What is this place?" Mark asked, trying to grasp their situation. "It's a reflection of your world," she explained. "Here, time and events play backward. It's a place of lost chances and forgotten paths." "What happens if we stay?" Jessica questioned, concern etching her features. "You'll forget who you are," the woman warned. "But there's a way back. You must find the heart of the reverse realm, the stone of reversals." The family set off to find this stone, guided by the old woman's words. As they journeyed, they encountered reflections of their past decisions, moments they wished they could change. A wrong turn at a fork in the road led them to see what their lives could have been had they made different choices. Lily found herself face to face with a version of her younger self, playing in the yard of their old home. "I miss our old house," she whispered, tears brimming in her eyes. "Me too," Jessica said softly, pulling her close. "But we're a family, no matter where we are." As they journeyed deeper into the reverse realm, the challenges grew. Danny's anxiety about never returning home intensified, and he became distant. "What if we're stuck here forever?" he asked, his voice filled with despair. "Look," Mark said, kneeling beside him. "This place shows us what we could have done differently, but it doesn't define us. We can still make choices, even here." Danny nodded, but the weight of the world felt heavy on his small shoulders. Finally, they reached the stone of reversals. It was the tallest rock they had ever seen, towering high into the sky, shimmering like stars. A pulsing energy radiated from it, drawing them closer. "The heart of the realm," the old woman's voice echoed in their minds. "Speak your truth and it will guide you home." Jessica stepped forward. "We want to return to our world, to our life as it is." The stone glowed brightly, and memories flooded back to them. Happy moments, laughter, love. It filled them with warmth, a stark contrast to the coldness they had felt in the reverse world. "We miss our lives," Lily said, stepping beside her mother. "We want to go home." One by one, they expressed their wishes, their fears, and their love for each other. The stone responded, releasing vines from within toward them, wrapping around in a protective embrace. With a blinding flash, the family was swept off their feet. When they opened their eyes again, they were back in the cellar of the old farmhouse, panting and disoriented. "We did it," Mark gasped, looking around. Everything was as they left it, dusty, still, but undeniably real. Jessica gathered her children in her arms, relief flooding over her. "We're home," she whispered, tears of joy escaping her eyes. But as they ascended the stairs, they knew things would never be the same. The experience had changed them, opened their eyes to the fragility of choices and the value of their lives. Outside, the sun was setting, casting golden hues across the landscape. They stood together, taking in the familiar sights, the woods swaying gently in the breeze. "Let's make the most of every moment," Mark said, placing a hand on Jessica's shoulder. As the stars began to twinkle in the sky, the family understood the power of choice and the importance of cherishing every second together. They had faced the unknown and returned, stronger and more connected than ever before. And somewhere, deep within the woods, the old farmhouse stood silent, guarding its secrets, waiting for the next family to discover its hidden depths. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey today. If you enjoyed the story, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow adventurers. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss a new tale. What epic story should we explore next? Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Until next time, keep dreaming big and chasing the extraordinary. See you in the next adventure.